I think the 3-point line should be an LED line that just comes and goes.
In the playoff, teams are going to make Asar Thompson and these guys make shots.
You know, we go off a shoot around, and I look up, it's like 30 minutes before shoot around. I'm the only one on the court, ain't nobody on the court, so I go to the locker room, everybody on their phone.
But realistically, I think when he comes back and has to be a fit-in guy or shell himself and be a spot-up shooter,
he's going to be the number 2 guy regardless.
It's going to be an adjustment.
You guys pick a 5-man from each of you guys' college, the greatest players.
Like when I missed a shot, that's what shit was
one player
like.
in the league that's cried
For sure.
after seeing what somebody said about them after that catastrophic loss. That was that gambling ring you was part of?
Oh, okay, got you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the latest edition of No Fouls Given, presented by PrizePicks, of course. I'm joined, as always, by my guys, Paul Pierce, Danny Green. I'm Big Waz.
Yeah.
Download the PrizePicks app today and use the promo code NFG at sign-out. We got a super dope show for you guys today. Let's get right into it. We solicited some fan questions, which I always love. Our viewers always
great, man.
surprise
We appreciate y'all tuning in and sending questions.
With some of the hard-hitting questions. Let's get right into unapologetically show.
Yeah. Deep
question right here. What's better, pancakes, waffles, or French toast?
I'm a big breakfast guy, man. So I all the above for me. But if I had to pick one, I'm probably more of a pancake guy. And then probably French toast second, and then waffles.
Paul, what about you?
I'm more of a waffle guy. So I'm like a chicken and waffle guy, though. I like that combination. Every time I go to a breakfast spot, chicken and waffles.
That's what you do. So you're big. I'm a pancakes guy too.
Yeah, pancakes.
You just smack a bunch of butter on there.
Cut up
syrup.
Like a little syrup.
Yeah, I'm a waffle
You gotta get the
guy.
original maple
Waffle
syrup. It's really good
up.
for you.
What's the original maple?
It's like, I guess
So
it's
what you
organic,
eating
but
with
like
the pancakes?
syrup is really good
Just
for you.
going basic eggs and pancakes?
Eggs and bacon.
Yeah, eggs, bacon,
Eggs and
sometimes.
bacon, potatoes, breakfast potatoes.
Yeah, or turkey, baked turkey
I'll
bacon.
do like if I really want to go crazy on a breakfast, 2 big old pancakes,
Hash browns.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like chicken wings don't go good with pancakes. Like
Hey.
catfish don't go good with pancakes.
Catfish
I'm
goes
waffles
with
and catfish. I'm
Yeah.
waffles and fried chicken.
So you like the soul food. Shout
Yeah,
out to Soul.
yeah,
I
I
just
like
had that
that.
the other day at Fixin'. Shout out to Fixin'.
I need that catfish with the waffle though.
Kevin Johnson, he owned
Yeah.
Fixin'. So I had the catfish with the waffle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fixins, I haven't
saying.
been there in a
I went
minute.
there like
Oh
a
my
few weeks ago, too.
goodness.
It's right next to the studio.
Is the quality still? Because when they first
good.
opened, they was unreal.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
No, it's
still hit.
Unreal chicken.
Still
bro.
No,
hit.
I got that chicken and waffle up there.
Yeah.
It's a few places I go. It's a couple places.
Good question, though.
Chicken
If it was-
and waffle.
If I had to have my last meal, it'd definitely be a breakfast meal, and it'd probably entail all 3 of those things.
Gotcha. Clips by Slime asks, and I like this one. How did you guys handle internet hate after losing big games or having bad games? Danny,
It
I
took
feel
time,
like you've gotten
bro.
a lot of this.
Yeah. So I got it from your boy when he left out of here. You still don't forgive me for the shot that I missed in the finals.
Wait, what was
and then
the
of course the
question?
Bay, they
How
all the
did
clay
you deal
hate.
with internet hate after losing big games?
Like I feel
or
when we first
having
got into
bad
the league,
games?
internet wasn't as big, so like you didn't get a lot of the internet till toward the end, and even toward the end, I don't know if the internet was like
You ain't give a fuck.
it wasn't like that for you.
It wasn't. I didn't know. I wasn't even on Instagram until after I was out the league.
Yeah, and Twitter too. Like you didn't have to.
I did have Twitter, but I wasn't like checking it
Yeah,
like that. Like I
So-
didn't start. You know what? I didn't start seeing it until I got to DC.
yeah.
Because it was just like, we go off a shoot around, and I look up, it's like 30 minutes before shoot around. I'm the only one on the court, ain't nobody on the court, so I go to the locker room, everybody on their phone. And that's the first time I seen it. Like, hold on, what's going on? Like, why is it?
Yeah, why are you checking all that shit?
It's just, that's when it turned for me.
Gotcha.
So.
I feel like early on I didn't get a lot. Like it wasn't like that till like toward the middle time. It wasn't
When
heavy.
did you say you first started, like, when you were like, yo, this is a lot?
I saw like San Antonio. We started going finals
Okay.
days. but I wasn't heavy on the internet. But I would still like. There was a time where Brian got the cramping, and I had like a water company. I did a little water post. You know what I'm saying? Stay hydrated. Yeah. Stay hydrated. That might have been 14.
It could have been 14 too. Yeah.
But we won, but like it started getting worse. Like it got bad in Philly for sure, in LA. Like the microscope.
Got you.
When you got to LA, like cyber bullies for sure in LA. Philly got them too, but they in life bully. We told you, like they in person bullies, but they also cyber bullies. So like
right. But the Laker fans online, it was just.
And then of course when COVID and the bubble, like, everything was watching us. So when the world shut down, we were the only thing that came back to play. They were watching what we were doing, and we were the only ones playing at the time. So it was very magnified during the bubble time. That's when it was a lot for a lot of guys going through mental health, even PG, Kevin Love, even like right around that time, right before that, depressed, like guys facing depression. I think a lot of the internet came into play when it came to that. But I saw waves of it when I was like toward the end of San Antonio, but Toronto, some of it, like a little bit. But when I got to LA, that's when shit went kind of crazy. Like a lot of social media.
Yeah, I don't wonder how guys.
And it takes a lot of secure. Like you got to be very, very secure in yourself. It takes some years of using the block button. But even then, it gets to you, man. Especially if you're a person that actually cares. You know what I'm saying? Like you care about how you perform, how people view you, and as much as I try not to care, I'm just one of those guys. Like, I care how I'm viewed.
Sure.
In certain senses. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Betty could be over there like.
Not for everything, you know what I'm saying? Not for everything, but it's like, but I also take the criticism like, all right, now I need to get on my shit. So like,
sure, if you
certain media heads, certain outlets like, yo, so and so ain't playing. So like, but if it's regular like bullshit people, I know how to block and ignore them. But like certain people, like, damn, they really going in.
Your day will be messed up.
It can happen.
No, that's what I'm saying. You'll
have a wave of like a moment like, damn, that shit was bad. Yeah. Then you take a little, that shit'll pass, and you be like, all right, cool, like whatever, get back in the gym.
You ever cried?
Let it roll over you? Nah, I'm not crying.
Did you say cry?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You telling me that you don't think that's happened?
Yeah,
that players have cried from
after
social
just
media?
off of social media after a game.
Cried? I could see guys being like super down.
Cried.
But tears down your face because you read something on Twitter?
A player has cried.
There's been times where I want
based
to go
off
into hiding but not cried. We're like, damn.
You
Like,
don't
when I missed
think
the
there's
shot,
not
that's when
one
shit
player
was
in the
like,
league that's cried
for sure.
after seeing what somebody said about them after that catastrophic loss.
With these Zoomers,
yeah,
these Gen Z cats,
that's what
they
I'm
soft
saying.
as shit. So
yeah,
I could
that
see
wasn't
it.
a thing. Who we think
Who
cried?
you think has
Who we think
cried?
Bro.
I mean,
man.
I wouldn't say cry, but I could see some guys getting emotional or really upset, like even the KD with the burner. I could see like him being affected by.
So you saying you think KD cried?
No, I say he could be affected by social. Like I think like a wave of emotion.
It sounded like he said that.
No, he didn't say KD cried.
I'm not saying he cried. I'm saying certain guys that's heavy in social media definitely it can hit them with a wave of like emotions. It can definitely affect them a lot.
Do we think
maybe I think it's more younger guys?
Yeah,
like
Jared
right
McCain.
Now. Like within like your first 3 years right now.
I can see Jared McCain crying from a Twitter.
Or TikTok or somebody was like, that TikTok was trash, son.
Somebody violating
whack
him on
ass dance.
Instagram. I can
That's
see
crazy.
him crying over that.
Damn.
But you know the thing is, to be fair to these guys, I don't think the human mind is wired to be taking in this many opinions.
It's too much.
Like,
don't look.
We're supposed to be going person to person.
Yeah.
Or just like family unit to family unit to like, even at school is only with so many people you interact with. Like this idea that you just have access to hundreds, if not thousands, of strangers' ideas about you, and I would say in both directions, like the positive and the negative. Like you don't want too much ass kissing either.
It's a lot, bro.
Inflating your sense of self.
That's why I think you should. And if I had to advise somebody, like, just limit your comments to people that follow you. You follow, you know what I'm saying, like that type of thing.
Bro.
And then when it comes to X, Twitter, whatever, like try to stay off.
Here's
that
my idea: you get your private social with you and your family.
Yeah. And then you get
your
a public
one. You have a PR person.
Somebody post that shit for you, and then
Unless you're trying to get girls or something,
yeah.
you want to DM Dre or something. Go ahead. Or
bro, that's somebody's wife.
Excuse me, she's taking. But you know what I mean. Go ahead, go in there and DM somebody and be like, yo, whatever. But like to be on there, on social, really reading your comments.
Yeah, nah.
That's a bad idea, bro.
Word. 100%. 100%.
Okay, I like this. I like this question too. This comes from Habibi. Assalamu alaikum. To both of you guys, thoughts on if the NBA should eventually make the 3-point distance a little bit longer, eventually, given how well players shoot these days, and will continue to get better versus the past?
No.
God, no.
No.
I don't want to see bad shots.
It'll be even worse shots.
Getting launched. I don't want to see
You
shots getting launched.
Deter them.
The line is already
my
kind of far, bro. The
God.
line ain't like, it ain't close to the average human. That's a deep line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's far enough. You make it any farther, like it's really bad shit. They're already taking bad shots. They're gonna take worse shots.
This is what I think they should do. This is what I honestly think they should do with the 3-point line. I think the 3-point line should be an LED line that just comes and goes.
Oh.
Like you can turn it off and turn it back on at certain times of the game. Like if you're down 10 or 3 minutes in the 4 minutes, you know,
that's like the China, like have a 4-point play, like certain
it just should be on
points at the end of the game.
It's just ridiculous how I've watched games where like Lex 3 minutes were all threes.
Yeah.
Like I think it should just turn on. Like somebody could just be in there. You get 48 minutes a game. The 3-point line should be on like 30 minutes.
I'm like it sounds like the Chinese deal where like
You know
at the
what
end
I'm
of the
saying?
game the 3-point line turns to a 4-point line.
Make it an
Like
LED
something
line.
like that.
Then we gonna see who got game. Then you gonna have to get buckets now.
Yo.
You ain't gonna be just launching. You gonna have to get money.
I used to be a 3-point like absolutist, like, oh, the 3-point line is great, blah, blah, blah. But like even me, I sometimes feel like a get off my lawn type of guy, like where I'm just like, bro.
Or it comes on when you're down
Get to the
double
fucking
figures.
rack,
It only can come on earlier if you're down double figures, and then it's automatically on for
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Yeah, in the fourth quarter, that's what they have. I guess you gotta look at the Chinese rules. It's like fourth quarter free throws, and there's like 3-point line turns to 4-point line, and free throws count.
Oh,
for,
really?
Yeah, it's like at the last 2 minutes, if you're down 10, 3-point line is now 4-point, like something like that.
Really?
Yeah, something crazy,
Oh, that's
bro.
lit.
Yeah.
It's a 4-point line as part of its unique design allowing for
Yeah.
shots beyond the traditional. Yeah, I remember people.
I don't know.
No
That'd
more
be,
lines.
nah, we
turning
don't need
this
no
into
more.
Rock and Jock at
We don't
some
need no
point,
more. We
bro.
don't
No
need
more
no more.
lines. No more lines.
We don't
We
need no more
turn
of that.
this into MTV at some point. I'm good.
This is in Hong Kong.
Nah, we cool. Yeah, they had an experiment where it's like end of the game, they're allowed, they can get like a 10-point swing when like that quick with like the line or some shit. But yeah, the other questions we're gonna get into when we get back to it. What is it? Philippines. There you go.
All right, this is
And then you can look up the 4-point line after.
This is from J Kim 6909. Paul and Danny, I really enjoyed watching both of you play after having very successful careers. What have been your biggest joys and challenges after retiring? P.S. Shouts to Paul for giving us a great playoff run in D.C. I called game.
Dang.
I think we've
Call
asked
bank?
you-
Nah, I call game.
I think we've asked you guys a version of this question before, Paul. Like, what has been made you the happiest and probably maybe been the most challenging?
Well, what's made me the happiest is just sharing special moments with my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you playing, you kind of miss out on things. You miss, the first steps or first day of school or something like that. So I enjoy just interacting with my kids more and talking to them and watching them grow up. That's been the most exciting thing for me in retirement.
Yes, I had the same easy deal. I mean, I'm glad I waited to have my kids. I waited till I got old, so I didn't miss anything. They're young right now, but I'm enjoying being able to be at the crib and watch them go and grow and see the process of it, and just spend more time at the crib. But the challenges, I'm enjoying also doing different things and maneuvering around the media space and seeing what I might like to do, whether it's radio, calling games, podcasting.
You do have like 7 jobs right now.
So like I'm dibbling down and see what I really am passionate about, what I really want to do. But having the leeway and the freedoms to do so and put myself in position to do so. So I'm enjoying navigating.
Being able to make these outlandish takes on national TV is one of
Nah,
the
yeah,
things.
I'm
I know
not
he
being a
enjoys
hot
that.
take guy. But the challenges, I think, for everybody, it's the same for everybody. Like when you retire, man, just going back to being a regular civilian, and I know it's a wild comparison, but I compare us to the between the lines guys. Like we have so much access to everything. When we become a regular civilian, it's like it's a culture shock. So like the guys that are the inmates, they have no freedoms, and when they come to the real world,
So what do
it's
you
like,
think is some of the things that you think guys got to get used to?
bro, just everyday life, like just making your own doctor's appointments, going to the dentist, paying your own bills.
So this was like the team was making your doctor's appointments.
Bro, they do everything for you. You know, you get
You
checked
don't have
out.
to worry about food.
You don't worry about food everywhere.
Food is there when you get there.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta, like, you know,
You
I'll
gotta
cook more
figure
now.
out the next check. Even restaurants ain't staying open late for you. You know, like you ain't getting the same
wow.
perks as you
Got
were
you,
before.
got you.
Like people ain't after you as much. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't getting the same type. Oh, I got to park here too. Yeah, you got to park here, motherfucker. You can't get VIP park. Like, you know,
No, I'm
not,
still in the VIP.
it depends on where you at. It depends on where you at.
No, I'm still in the VIP.
Depends on where you
part.
at. But I'm just saying, not every place is
Every
taking-
place.
Like again, like who talked about it? Lou Will. He said when he got Lakers tickets compared to Clippers tickets, it's a big difference.
Wait, what do you mean?
All right, so like, have you been to a game?
Yeah, I've been to games.
How do you go in?
It depends what game I'm trying to attend. So I work. So when I say I'm working for, let's say I'll go call a game in OKC.
Without
versus
you
Golden
calling
State.
the game. I'm
I
talking
have to
about as a
ask them.
fan. As a fan, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've seen you at game. You sitting at the scorers table again.
That's when I'm working. So certain games I'm working, but even then, when I'm working, like tomorrow's game, I'll be up high in the sky.
I'm
doing
saying
activation.
like now that I'm
if I get a ticket,
retired, I go in with the fans.
yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
very different. Yeah,
you know
so
what I'm
like, we're
saying.
going in
I'm
with the
not going
fans.
in the tunnel.
Even
walking.
going through a media door
So
is
wait, when
weird.
you go to Boston Garden, you're gonna go. You're
No,
not gonna go through
no,
the
no,
fan
no,
entrance.
That's
no,
different.
no.
So there's different places.
Okay.
But if you go into a regular game that's not your
Like,
home,
if
like
you-
if I go in San Antonio, they're gonna take like
Okay, they're
Lakers,
gonna
they're gonna take
hook
care
you up.
Raptors, but like
like Clippers. I
there's
can
places
go
that
in
you
the
spend
back.
some time with, you should find. But if you're going to a regular game, you're a regular civilian. You're walking
Have you
through.
been to a Clipper game just to go?
Yeah, I went as a scout. So again,
Let's say you working still.
I'm still
saying-
not in. I'm like in the up. I have
Who
to
were you
in the
scouting
media.
for?
I did a little scouting for Philly last year. I did a little scouting for Philly
Oh
last
snap!
year.
Okay.
Like as a consultant, I was a consultant last year for Philly.
And you walked in
So-
with the fans.
Or the media door. Like you still got to pick up what's the name, but you walk in through the fans. They check you, security, all that type.
Yeah.
Even when I work the games, you got to check in, security, walk through. Got to go to the truck even after the games. Like I walk to the tunnel, walk through the truck. They got to. It's a different entrance. It's a different way of life when you're a
Yeah.
regular civilian. Again, you're not as sought after. People kind of forget about you. Like guys are not getting the same attention. They're not getting the same perks. And now me and P were still in the like, and we weren't regular. He was definitely not a regular NBA player.
Right.
You know, I consider myself more known and I'm still relevant.
You weren't an anonymous NBA.
Yeah,
player.
so like I was a more known role player, and I'm still relevant because I'm in the media space.
Right.
But if say I just stopped playing and disappeared, and I wanted to, they'd be like, who the fuck? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's this?
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. When we get off air, I'll give you an example when we talk about it. Because I recently just did a Lakers brunch, and one of the homies was trying to invite a former Lakers player. And I was like, I don't know, bruh. Like, it's not that type of brunch.
What? A former Laker player? It's not that type of brunch?
We'll talk about it off air, bro. But it was me. I was doing an appearance, and it was for the sponsors. And mind you, there's thousands of Lakers players that come through. Not
Yeah.
everybody's except to every. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't
Yeah.
like a players brunch. It was a brunch for like a certain type of group of people they're trying to get to
So a
sponsor.
former NBA player
I'll
can't.
tell you about it, bro.
Jesus.
I'm telling you about it, bro. That's it.
I think I could guess who it is.
Nah, you wouldn't guess. You wouldn't guess. You would never guess.
Okay, so
I know you
just
gotta
gonna
ask these
round
questions, but
this
I'm not here
up.
getting
round
the
it up.
Twitter nonsense. I'm
It's
just
a
here to
very
focus on the
long
season.
question.
Keep it pushing.
Appreciate the question.
But I know I get you guys to answer those
Ray
questions.
as Danny, why do you think you didn't play this year? 'Cause
My
you were
teammates know what it is. We've been locked in the whole
lengthy
season.
Defender. It seemed
Enjoyed our
like
break.
you were
Had
the
a great
exact
practice
type of guy
today. Looking forward to
that
the
you
road trip.
needed. Why do you think you didn't get a chance?
Shout out to Mike Brown, man. He was my coach that year. I had Mike Malone as well. We had Chris Gent. We had Lloyd Pierce. We had a lot of guys on the staff that were great. Ultimately, I definitely thought in practice I played well enough to get some tick. But we had so many guys that were good and established. Mo Williams was an all-star. We
But
had
Mo Williams was like a point guard.
point
Who
guard,
were
but I'm just
like
going all the
wings
guards.
that you
We had
would've
Anthony
been-
Parker who was established.
Okay,
We had
Anthony Parker. You probably could.
we had Delonte there who was established.
Delonte
we had
was a-
Boobie Gibson who was coming off the bench who didn't play a bunch, but you still had Braun. You had Jamario Moon. We had
Jamario Moon.
yeah. I'm trying to think of like all the other wings that were there, but like again, when I played, like I think 2 guys were hurt and 1 guy was having a baby. Like Boobie was having a baby. He came at halftime. Then I went right back to
Was
the
this
bench.
with Keisha Cole?
Yeah, I mean, that's who. He,
Wow.
I don't know if he has any other kids outside of her, but yeah, bro. So I mean, I would have liked to play, but again, they all established. They were pretty good. They also making the like back then it was a pecking order and everything. Like the guys that make the contract are probably gonna get first dibs on like getting
Okay.
opportunity. Now, if they don't show the opportunity, then somebody behind them will get the opportunity. And I was second round pick. and it was 484, like before tax, 484. After taxes, contract was very minimal.
484.
I was cheap.
489,000.
484,000 after before taxes.
84,000.
After taxes, so you cut it to 200, whatever you want to do the math on.
Yeah, so you was like actually using your per diems on the road and all of that.
Yeah, most of that went back to what was owed through, debts in college and shit like that. So.
Wait, who did you owe in college?
Long story, bro. I didn't owe anybody in particular, but
was you
in
part of
college,
that was
my
that
pops got
gambling
locked
ring
up.
you was part of?
Oh shit, okay, got
Yeah.
you.
That
So
gambling
my freshman
ring?
year, my pops got locked up, and then he came out. But not saying we were in super debt, but like
Okay.
there was times where
copy.
things were not great, and
Got
I'm still
you.
getting like most of your rookie contract. If you're one of those guys, you're getting yourself off the ground and getting the family.
Mine
corrected
was
again.
about like
Got
that too.
Yeah, you're getting
You had to your rookie year. You had
It
to.
was about like same amount as his. I was the number 10 pick, and you got to remember, we had a shortened season, so my contract went prorated.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I went from possibly at the 10 pick, I was supposed to make like 1.1 to like now went down to like
500.
500.
Got you.
Half of that, 250.
Yeah.
So I had to pay back that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro. But nah, I said they had some good play. I thought I could have played, but I was young, bro. I did all 4 years, so I was pretty polished senior. But Anthony Parker was good. Boobie was good. Mo Williams was good. Delonte was good. It just wasn't enough minutes to really go through.
Yeah,
Brown was gonna play all the
they
minutes.
was solid. That's a solid guard.
Brown was
core.
gonna play all the
That was
minutes, too.
2010.
Yeah, 2009, 2010 season. I was drafted 09, 010 season. We lost Seattle
We
first
played
round.
y'all. In
Yeah.
the first round, we beat y'all?
No.
Second round.
Second round.
I'm about to say, no way we lost. No,
Second round, because I
we
think we
would've
had
been
a
the 8
one. I think we had a 1 seed.
Second round.
Yeah,
that
we
was
were like
that.
a
That was
4
that
seed.
famous weird series
4 or
that we're
5
not gonna
seed.
get into it.
Yeah, it was like a 4 or 5 seed.
We don't need to
5
get
seed.
into that.
We were
Yeah.
5 seed, I think.
We started off the season like 0-2, 0-3 or some shit like that.
Yeah, but
And we-
you guys won like 60
And
something.
LeBron
Yeah.
won the MVP that year, right?
for sure.
I think he
And the
did.
year before that.
I think so.
Yeah, right.
When he went to Miami, he was 2 straight.
Yeah, I remember
2-time
that.
MVP.
I remember that.
Did he win MVP that year? I
yeah,
think
he
D
did.
Rose won the MVP that year.
No, D Rose
No
won it his
chance.
first year
In Miami. Okay.
Because I remember in the
His media
playoffs,
was mad.
we were right there. We were watching him get the MVP trophy. I remember they because y'all announced it before the game and after the layup line. So we like, oh, okay, they're gonna pull it out today. And we took something about that. And I
Yeah.
think we whooped y'all by like 20 in the playoffs.
Bro, I feel like I
remember
could have helped.
We whooped them
'cause
by
we
like a
couldn't-
dub that year.
we
They
didn't
gave
have
me the
enough
trophy.
shot.
No,
that was
it
like
was
game 2.
It was more so defensively. Like Jamario was solid, like but they couldn't physical enough to like guard
not
some
at
of them.
all.
And I was still young, but I feel like I was
Boobie
more
Gibson and Mo
physical.
Williams are very small.
I was a
guys.
bigger guy to
Yeah,
guard some,
yeah.
like to chase Ray. You know what I'm saying? And be a little more physical.
Yeah, you
I probably got in
should've-
foul trouble
oh,
though
no,
because I was
you were
young.
a rookie.
Yeah, I would have gotten in foul trouble, but I definitely would have been able to like. But if they had groomed me up to that point, I'd G League
Nah,
back
you
and
wasn't
forth.
ready for
yeah.
them runs.
Nah.
Them runs was too thick as a rookie.
But at my younger years, I was too stupid to know any better. I was fearless. I would have just went out and hooped. You know what
Ray
I'm
would have
saying?
been a nightmare for you, rookie as a rookie.
Yeah,
You know
I would've-
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But I would
That
have just been
would've been
chasing
a
them and just been like. But I feel like.
But
not
you
saying
didn't know
that-
like as a rookie defensively, that's like
a lot to
that's
process.
tough, bro.
Yeah.
Like a rookie defense, you don't against star players. It's
Yeah.
tough. Like you gotta,
You got to go through a couple years of maneuvering. that in case,
you
man.
gotta learn cats.
Or they have to at least groom you that whole
Like,
year of
'cause
doing
I
that.
remember how Reggie used to do me. I'm like, damn. Like
Pin downs, you're like shit.
shake
Screen
us up, boom,
KG,
boom, boom. Like,
getting around with hella
damn.
illegal screens and
You
shit.
really gotta learn NBA defense. It's just a whole difference than college defense.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I
it's-
wasn't.
course.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't ready for that. But I could have played more during the regular season for sure. I thought.
Yeah, he probably yeah.
Got you. I think we're good on questions, Chris. Yeah. Top right. Oh, okay. Didn't we do this already?
What, the 2-on-2?
Oh no, we didn't did that one.
1-on-1?
No, you talking about the other one?
Oh, he's
guard-
guarding D Wade. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. At ODS 44 as Danny
Odias maybe.
Odias?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, Odie. When you-
Odie ass. That's hilarious. He's calling
When
him
you were
ass.
guarding D Wade in the finals, was that a real challenge for you? Or did you feel like you had him pretty well figured out? Who do you think was a tougher cover in their prime, Wade or James Harden, and why?
That's a tough question, man. I know there's a lot going around with that D Wade Harden comparison.
I mean, yeah, Harden has better career statistics.
Well, you didn't guard D Wade in his prime.
Not in his prime, but like, people would consider like he was still pretty.
2011
his 13
was his last prime year.
So-
in my
No,
opinion.
I mean he wasn't in 2010. Actually, yeah, he was still prime 2010. Yeah, sorry. Yes,
The
he
year
was
they
prime.
lost to
We had him
Dallas in the
13,
finals,
14.
D-Wade
No,
was the best
no.
player on the team.
No,
Yeah.
in 2010, D-Wade was still prime because we
Yeah.
played them in the first round and he was still
Yeah.
30.
So
Yeah,
he wasn't
yeah.
prime, but he was like right outside at 12,
No,
13.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, 12, 13.
Like 13, we played him 13, 14.
Yeah, that wasn't a prime D-Wade.
Not prime.
No.
But I mean,
no.
I competed against him in regular season.
Got you.
Like 11, 12.
Sure. Okay.
It wasn't a series.
Got you.
But just going off that, I said the second year he was definitely not prime. 14, 13,
he
way
was pretty
different.
bad in 14, to be honest.
It was every other game. Like one game he'd be like, oh, he looked a little, but the next game he come out, where the fuck this come from? Like it was
Yeah.
flash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he must have taken some type of booster shot or something. Nigga just Euro over the top. Nigga over the top, G-Neil dunked that bitch like off the wrong
Booster
foot.
Shot.
I'm like, what
we
the
know we
fuck?
call booster shots, right?
I'm just saying, bro. Like some games, you're like, where the fuck that come from? Turn
Right.
back. Even Ray Allen caught a banger on it. Like he
Right.
transitioned.
It was inconsistent by the time 14 rolled around.
Yeah.
But 13 was a little bit more challenging.
But the scouting report was to like, cause him and Brian weren't like shooters, like go under screens,
Mm-hmm.
and then it worked for us every game. Like, obviously James, you can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a harder cover with a guy that can shoot like that. D-Wade was more explosive, but even young James, he was athletic too.
Yeah,
Like he'd
hell
get
yeah.
to the rim and he finished bigs.
Very strong.
But I ain't gonna just say D-Wade was definitely a tough cover. I wouldn't say I had him figured out, but I did guard him well in moments there. But James, prime James, again, I never got to see prime D-Wade.
Right.
So I can't. But prime James was, again, he's outside of Katie. Like he's the toughest person. Like I put him and Katie the two toughest motherfuckers I had to guard ever, and I think the best to ever lace him up and could put that ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
Like behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan, like the best scorers.
Yeah.
Like it's KD, and then I got James, and then probably Melo and T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like behind
The
them.
man never said Kobe. That's just crazy.
I'll put Kobe in my bad. I miss Kobe. So Kobe.
What is going on?
Kobe.
here?
I
God
put Kobe.
forbid you don't bring up Kobe.
Nah,
Jesus. He said like
my,
five names and couldn't get the Kobe?
my apologies.
He said five.
My
That's
apologies.
wild.
Kobe is definitely probably
So no Iverson in there.
no
either.
Iverson in there, but I'm talking about two guards that I like
Iverson? Oh, you
that I
didn't
had
play
to
Iverson?
No, I played.
You didn't really play Kobe either.
Yeah, you didn't really.
I didn't play prime Kobe. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
think. But even Kobe and even his late days was not easy to cover.
Gotcha.
So I'll put Kobe, probably right in front of James, honestly.
Yeah.
Right behind
Yeah, I
Katie.
had to wake him up on that one. That was kind of crazy.
But I'm only thinking of guys that I like.
I mean, James averaged 15 free throws too. So
That's a skill, bro.
I mean, we talking about like
He averaged 36.
buckets though.
Yeah,
Buckets
but I
is
said-
like cold, bro.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I hear
No,
what you're
no.
saying.
But I said Kobe was definitely, but I maybe, and Kobe is ahead of him because he definitely was like in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He showed up. He won championships. Like he's definitely ahead of James.
Every time people bring up
But-
James, playoffs is like the third.
But I feel like
sentence
James,
uttered.
even though he put up buckets, I feel like he was pretty efficient. Like he was more, like he might have been
yeah.
a little bit more efficient. In regular season, more efficient than Kobe.
Definitely.
Playoffs not, but regular season
Definitely, he mastered the
You
efficiency.
need a
game.
bucket. Who you going to?
I'm going to Kobe for sure. Like I
Yeah,
said,
I think-
especially because when you talking about that, you talking about in those moments, like big time moments, like.
I think that was the problem for
Mike,
Harden.
it's
is he
Mike,
couldn't
and then it's
draw
Kobe.
those fouls
right?
in the playoffs. Like the refs just didn't go for it.
Like clutch time guys, you talking Mike and then Kobe. Like those are the guys you're looking at when it talks clutch time, big time moments. Those are the guys you're looking at. But it's just scoring the ball, like putting the ball in the hole. Like James is up there, bro. For me, he's top 5.
Yeah. I've been loving how simple it is to play and win on PrizePicks. Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, Tyrese Maxey, more threes, more points, more assists. These guys are hooping.
Wemby, Cat, Chet, more rebounds, more blocks, more assists. Big fellas have been balling this first half of the season. More.
PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes.
PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more.
It may no longer be football season, but hey, man, We got so many other sports to build some awesome lineups with.
Just make sure you download the PrizePicks apps today and use code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code NFG to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Big Monday Night Hoops action coming you guys' way
Yeah.
via the Spurs at the Detroit East leading Pistons.
Bro,
Duren is back.
League leading Pistons.
Oh, excuse me, league leading. Yeah, OKC lost all their players, so Pistons actually have the best record in the entire league. Thank you for that correction.
Yeah.
Still no beef stew. His suspension, rightfully so.
Yeah.
A lot longer than Jalen Duren's was.
Oh, he coming back. So, yeah,
Yeah,
Duren
so
back.
he'll be back for this big game against the Spurs. You know, I'm wondering how you guys think this will shape up.
They came out pretty good, man. They came out a nice little start to
Pistons.
They came out good. I think Cade continues and plays well. I think Duren might be a little rusty.
Okay.
I think Wemby is going to be solid too. So, I don't know, man. This is going to be a good one. I feel like it's going to be a good game, bro.
I love this type of game because it's two young teams, super up and coming, that have serious aspirations for themselves this year. So like this should be one of the games of the year in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm like confident in who I could pick a winner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll probably just go Pistons because they're at home, honestly. But this should be a close game.
yeah.
And I think Wembanyama, PrizePicks got him at 25.5.
Wow.
More or less than that. It's a big number, Paul. What do you think?
It is. Man. I'm going to go with Wemby, the physicality. Duren, no beef stew. I wonder who's going to guard him. Well,
Probably
regardless of who's
Duren or the
guarding,
great
I
Paul
think
Reeves.
regardless who's guarding them, they get it. Detroit as a defensive unit. I'm gonna go, less. I don't know if he's gonna get the 25.
I'm going to go less for Wemby, 25.5. I'm going to go more for Cade, 25.5. More for Cade, less for Wemby, 25.5. Detroit's going to junk it up.
I'm gonna go less for Cade though on that one.
I'm going more for both of them, both Cade and Wemby on the 25.5 points. I think Wemby will get to the line.
Yeah,
a
less.
lot.
This is gonna be a bar fight. I feel
It
like.
is. It is.
I feel like
It
it's not gonna be a
is.
numbers game. It's
And
gonna
I
be a
wonder if
bar
they
fight.
challenge Wemby the way that they challenge
I think
everybody
Cade
else.
challenging everybody. He don't give a damn.
Well, I mean the big guys and the physicality,
For sure.
and the getting in guys'
Oh,
faces.
well, Detroit, that's
and-
what they basketball. They
Yeah.
ain't ducking no smoke.
That's
What
the-
about rebounds? You think Wemby hit the boards?
I think it's
PrizePicks
gonna
got him at
bar
more or
fight.
less than 9.5.
Bar fight more. It's a lot of rebounds, a lot,
A lot
of
of
misses.
rebounds to be had. Yeah, a lot of breaks. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go more. I'll go more for 9.5.
I'll take more as well. And last but not least, Jalen Duren, more or less than 19.5. First game back against the Spurs.
Yeah, I'm going to go
His
less.
defensive player of the year.
I'm going to go less.
I'm going less as
I'm
well.
gonna go more there. I think
20
his
just seems like a
physicality-
lot.
I mean, dude, you gotta understand. This guy's coming off an All-Star game. His confidence is
Yeah,
through the
his
sky.
confidence
He's
is
like he's gonna looking around like I've been on the court with the best of the best.
All-Star game. All of the shorties that he's getting from his song. Remember he told us
Yeah,
he's getting
and
more,
another
more,
one,
more,
and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
He
He gonna be
He's
straight,
coming out of All-Star. Relax, man.
relaxed, relaxed.
Are we doing the 5-man or are we doing the Rushmore?
5v5.
5-man.
Damn, I need to look mine up.
All right, guys, we're going to do something a little different. We haven't done one of these in a while. We usually do your NBA teams, but this time we want to do your college alma mater. You guys pick a 5-man from each of you guys' college, the greatest players from each.
Ooh,
Kansas, UNC, two of the most storied programs. Blue Bloods, as they like to call you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, y'all got a crazy roster.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty tough for Paul to
Yeah.
match.
That's all our
up
players
with
of the
some
years? Or what?
this.
They put the top guys at player of the year?
Rasheed,
Yeah, bruh.
Stack,
Bruh.
Jordan,
Bro, I already know what's going on. Like, I seen...
Ronald Curry.
Shout out to the... what is it
all right.
called?
We gonna start it off with Will Chamberlain and Embiid down low. What y'all want to do?
Yeah, that's a great.
What y'all want to
That's
do?
a great front court.
We going up front with
You
Will
got
Chamberlain,
Eric Montrose?
Nah.
Joel Embiid, and Paul Pierce up front.
Yeah.
We just gonna start there.
My
Match up now. Match up.
My first three. So at the 3, I'm gonna go.
No,
Twan
match up.
Yeah. So
Twan is at the 3.
I'm gonna put Twan at 3, Sheet at the 4, and put Tyler Hansbrough at the 5. This is college. This is college careers only, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is who they are.
Yeah,
This is who they became. This is
Bro, who they became is
Sheet and
crazy.
Bro.
This is who they are. Who they became.
That's what we're doing. Are we doing college careers, or are we doing what they became?
No, this is who they are. Who they became.
I mean, we can let the listeners decide, I guess.
Because if it's who they became, I'm going different.
This is who they became. Well, you got to do different.
Or are we doing the college? I guess.
So
who they became, bro?
Okay,
you better go worthy there.
Take Tyler off there.
Yeah, dog. Come on, get that college shit out of here.
Or Brendan Hayward.
So you can put Twan. So I would probably do.
So Twan on Embiid,
probably.
Rashid on Chamberlain.
Probably Brendan Hayward.
Brendan Hayward is going your 5 man.
Yeah, maybe Sam.
they light up something.
Maybe Sam.
The centers is not y'all situation.
No, they light down low.
Yeah. So
like we gonna just
I'm gonna put
to
Twan at 3, Sheet at the 4.
You should just play Rasheed Wallace at the center position.
That's what he got. He matched up with Chamberlain.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm trying to think of who I'm gonna put at my. I'll put Vince at my 3, Mike at my 2.
Yeah,
all right. There you go. There you go.
So who's your point guard? Is it?
You could pick whoever you want to pick.
Ty
Ain't
Lawson,
nobody beating. You could
Ray
Phil Ford,
Felton.
Ty Lawson. It don't matter. Ain't nobody beating this.
Kenny the Jet Smith.
You could pick my point guard. We ain't losing this. We ain't losing.
Jesus, who do I go?
We ain't losing. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, Vince, Antoine James, Rasheed Wallace. We are not losing. I might put Stack at the 1.
So I'm gonna go
just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, facts.
I'm gonna go Darren Peterson at my 2.
Ooh, Darren Peterson's already all time.
Darren Peterson.
Who's your 1? Is it Chalmers?
Man,
Won a championship for you guys.
Yeah, if you're not doing college, you're going what they became.
Yeah, what they became.
NBA career
He
too.
did.
I'm trying to think what they became.
Who's
so
good? Jacques Vaughn.
Yeah, but we had guys like maybe Kurt Heinrich.
Yeah.
Sharon Collins didn't have much of a program. It was a great
JoJo.
college
I gotta go JoJo White.
JoJo White.
I gotta just go JoJo White, dog. JoJo White was one of the great. He's an all-time.
I'll let you pick wise between Ray, Ty, or Phil Ford. Any 3 of those you could pick as my point guard. I'm not even gonna go Stack. You could pick whoever you want to pick.
You don't.
I would go. I'd only go Ty Lawson. When he was right.
No, but you going it off. We basing off their NBA. Who's
yeah, he still had 10 years in the league.
He was a borderline NBA All-Star.
He's the best point guard ever.
UNC.
Nah, Phil Ford. I mean, college-wise, we had a lot of guys, bro.
Yeah.
You put Shammond Williams up there, so you don't
Shammond
it don't even matter. You could have put Ed Cota up there. Like I said, all we need is somebody to facilitate for those 4 monsters up there.
Yeah.
It don't matter who the point guard is.
Ty Lawson for sure, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ty Lawson.
Show him some love. Why not?
I mean, the flame burned really quickly, but when.
Oh yeah, let's simulate it. I got you. This is a good simulation, though, kid.
JoJo White.
Yo.
I think we got this, dog.
All right. Let's simulate a matchup between these two teams in a March Madness competition game. Danny has Rasheed Wallace, Antoine Jameson. Y'all heard the teams. All right.
Vince Carter, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Yeah.
Which one am I reading?
Both.
The squad?
Both teams, yep.
Okay, let's review both guys' teams. Danny's team is Ty Lawson at the point, Mike at the 2, Vince at the 3, Jameson at the 4, Rasheed Wallace at the 5. Pretty good. Paul's team is JoJo White at the 1, Darren Peterson at the 2, Paul Pierce at the 3, Joel Embiid at the 4, and Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, man, at the 5.
That's a tough matchup for y'all. Down the stretch, we just gonna dump
College
it in.
rules, tighter whistles early, bigger court spacing issues for Paul Simeon. Not a crazy amount of shooting, although Joel Paul and Darren Peterson can shoot the rock. Danny's squad is built like an NBA Finals team pretending to be a college roster.
Yeah.
I think we already see where ChatGPT is leaning here.
Yeah, they lean toward college.
Matchup by matchup. Ty Lawson versus JoJo White. Lawson pushes tempo Early buckets in transition. White controls pace. Smarter reads. Fewer mistakes. Edge even. But tempo favors Danny early. MJ versus Darren Peterson. I mean,
This is where it tells.
MJ locks in at the first media timeout. Mid-post.
Jeez.
Bully ball. Steals turning into dunks. Edge. Danny by a lot. Vince versus Paul Pierce. Pierce is crafty. Footwork. Late clock assassin. Vince brings athletic swings and crowd momentum. Edge.
Wash. It's a wash.
It's a wash. Okay. Pierce late game edge. Vince highlight edge. Antoine Jameson versus Embiid. Jameson stretches the floor and runs. Embiid dominates the paint but struggles guarding movement. Edge context dependent. Embiid in the half court. Jameson in chaos. I tend to agree with that. Rasheed Wallace versus Will Chamberlain. Will owns the glass in the rim. Sheed hits trail threes, talks nonstop, tries to bait Will, edge Will individually, but Sheed affects the team flow. Coaching and adjustments.
Should have done a 7-game series maybe. But yeah, it don't matter.
This is just a March Madness
Yeah, it's
game.
a one game.
Go small late.
Jordan scores 12 straight.
Midway through the second half, Will has a ridiculous 8.5 rebound stretch with 4 minutes. Vince's momentum dunk swings the crowd.
And B fouls out.
Of course he fouls out.
Trying to
Left
help
help
out
on
MJ.
MJ.
Yeah.
MJ hitting big shots down the stretch. Ty Lawson gets a sneaky layup in transition. Final score, Danny wins 84-78 in
Closer
a
than I
classic
thought.
final.
Yeah, closer than I thought it would be, honestly.
MJ 32.
32-6-3.
Jeez.
Yeah, MJ just dominating that matchup for UNC is amazing.
Yeah.
Paul
This is
dropped 21, some clutch
Yeah.
buckets in isolation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
A
solid.
lot of legends. They don't call those programs blue bloods for nothing, man. So many great players
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out
from
to
both of those schools.
JoJo White and Will Chamberlain. That's solid. Darren Peterson up there. That's a hell of a pick for the young fella.
I know to be out
Hell of a
there.
pick.
No Keith
I
Langford.
don't know. No. I'm trying to think like for
I
the
don't even
two
know who their
guard.
two guards was.
Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
Wiggins could have probably been on your team.
Yeah.
What's his freaking name, man? God damn, he used to play for the Warriors. Brandon Rush
Yeah.
is another two guard. They had so many.
That was like our year.
players
He was like our
in the
years.
Bill Self years, yeah.
Yeah. They had some solid people, man. He had some guards, man. Oh, we gotta make a case now.
Okay.
Pick an Eastern Conference team.
So we're doing something, switching up the flow real quick here, where we're basically in a courtroom battle, okay? And we're making the case for Eastern Conference contenders, and we have to defend this case against, our co-host, our fellow co-host. Chris, I guess you're going to give us the teams for each of us?
We got a draft, right? We go one in order this way, and then we go the other way.
We're picking one team, each of us, and just defending the hell out of that team?
Yeah, so we'll go this way first, and then West, we'll go this way, right?
Starting with the East, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's obvious for me. I'm Celtics.
Okay.
What about you?
You next. You second.
I want to have some kind of fun, so I'll pick Cleveland.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought you was definitely gonna pick the Knicks, honestly, bro.
I mean, the Knicks case is just so obvious.
Yeah, I'll pick Detroit then.
Obvious.
I'll pick Detroit. I'll go Detroit. Yeah, we don't make it two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. So, what's my case for Cleveland going to the finals? I would just say one, Donovan Mitchell. They have the go-to soak up possessions, 1-on-1 isolation threat. 2, they also have a system in place, so it's not just that guys like James and Donovan know how to do 1-on-1 or just operate in pick and roll. They do have a greater system at play. And 3, I just think Evan Mobley I think the best is still yet to come with him. And in the playoffs, he's going to bring dominant defense. I think playing with James is going to elevate him in terms of his ability to attack off of the catch, his ability to just, operate within more space because of the gravity that James commands on pick and rolls and stuff like that. And so, I just think they could be a more well-rounded bunch,
for
top
sure.
to bottom, talent-wise. than some of the other Eastern Conference teams.
Detroit basketball. Yeah.
8 players averaging 13 points. Shouts to Jalen
DeAndre
Tyson,
Hunter
man.
not there no more. That's not updated. So neither is Darius Garland. So you got to take those 2 off, and then all good. It's not updated one. But Jalen Tyson is balling out. Sam Merrill is balling.
Sam Merrill's playing great.
Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, that's 4. James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, 6. Yeah. So they got 6 players averaging 13 plus, which is well-rounded, good balanced scoring. But when we come over to Detroit, they built for playoffs, bro.
Built for the playoffs?
Playoffs, it kind of slows down. It gets physical. They physicality all the way.
Sure.
I know y'all second guess their experience, but they got a playoffs last year.
Let us make the case against them, Danny. Don't
Yeah,
worry. Stop defending the
saying,
team before it's your
I'm
time
just
to
saying,
defend.
look, y'all can second guess all you want. They got some experience. Last year, playing against the Knicks in the playoffs gave Cade all experience he needed, bro.
Okay.
Every time he sees a Knicks jersey.
Cade, okay, he's the
Cade,
only
but
one that
Jalen
needs
Duren
experience.
is all-star, too. But they play. He's on that team, too. We got Tobias
Copy.
there. You got some people. We got Isaiah Stewart. They got depth. They got, Dennis Jenkins coming to the bench, can shoot some. They got some decent shooting. Duncan Robinson's got some playoff experience. So, yeah, man, when it comes to the playoffs, I think now the coaching staff is the only thing that, okay, but outside of that, Cade is leading the charge, man. This guy is balling out of control. Jalen Duren's having a hell of a year. Asor Thompson's balling. Isaiah Stewart could be on an all-NBA defensive team. Again, Dennis Jenkins is shooting the ball well. Paul Reeves stepping up when two guys are down. And y'all say they haven't dealt with adversity.
He stepped up for one game. but
No,
okay.
he's played multiple games because Jalen Duren didn't play in a lot of those games against the Knicks. I think he missed a couple games. So they've had multiple games where they've had bodies out and they've won.
So
they
Paul
beat
Reed
Philly.
is one of the reasons you think they're going to be a great,
Next man
tough
up is one of the
mentality.
reasons.
Okay, copy.
So they've won. You said they've had a lot of games where guys have injuries and they beat.
Okay, yeah, I respect
They beat
that.
teams, good quality teams with guys out. Even with Cade out, they've won some games. So I think they have had some adversity throughout the season. They've shown next man up throughout this whole regular season.
Paul, make the case for the Celtics.
All right. Let me check out this roster. I think my case for the Celtics to be contenders coming out of the East, one, we have an MVP candidate in Jaylen Brown. 2, we boast a top-tier defense and a top-tier offense. 3, we're the only team in the Eastern Conference who can say we have championship in the top 5 that has championship DNA in the locker room. When you talk about Peyton Pritchard, what he's done, when you talk about Jalen, obviously, and you still got
Derek White. Yep.
And, I like the way Coach Mazzulla, who's a contender for Coach of the Year, one of the bright young coaches. So we have the edge in so many different spots. When you talk about experience, when you talk about coaching, when you talk about guys who've been there and done that, and there's optimism within the organization that Tatum could be coming back. So at a team who's teetered around second and third, currently second, as we speak, in the Eastern Conference, without Jason Tatum, you add that to the equation,
All right, John.
I see the Celtics coming out of the East.
I mean, I think he's coming back this year, bro.
It
Honestly.
seems pretty obvious that
he's
he's
releasing
gonna
a
come
doc
back
and
at
everything.
some point.
Like
He's
they're
gonna
doing
back.
like a whole documentary release, right, or something like that. So
Another
you don't
boring
do all of
doc
that.
I won't watch. But yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I guess I was the first person to make a Cleveland case. I'd love to hear why you guys don't think Cleveland can or will make
Playoffs,
the final.
bro. Bright lights for them. It ain't just one person. Like we've seen it happen. I was a part of the organization when I seen it. We got smacked up by the Knicks. And there was quotes. The lights were too bright. Like I didn't realize lights were that bright.
I mean, they've been back to the playoffs since.
And they got smacked again when the lights are bright. And then you add another player who's good, but also is known to not dominate when the lights are bright. So to me, I just don't see they don't rebound well enough. They're too soft, and they don't show up when the lights are brightest in those big moments. So I just don't trust it.
What I would say to that bright lights argument is that they were dealing with a lot of nagging injuries in those during those playoff runs. That's not to make an excuse, but I think it does, kind of explain some of the shortcomings in matchups that a lot of people, myself included, felt like they should have won. And
For last year, yeah.
Yeah.
But the year prior, they didn't have any injuries.
It was. I think that was just bad matchup. It happens in the playoffs.
They were the highest seed.
I just think for this year, when you just think about going through all of that adversity and losing all the time, like the idea of the lights being bright, I don't know. I look at this team as somebody who's like, we kind of know that the regular season, we've kind of been there and done that in terms of regular season success, and they have their eyes on cultivating a playoff group. And I just love the early results of what James brings. It's just a dynamic of the way the ball is moving faster and snappier with James out there. I just think this is a whole new dynamic that they haven't had for any playoffs. As much as people talk about how bad James Harden has been in the playoffs in his career, go look up Darius Garland's playoff stats.
For sure.
He's been terrible, guys. And so to me, James, is as much as he's been maligned for his playoffs, that's an upgrade
For sure.
from what Garland was providing in the
It
past.
still lacks rebounding and toughness.
I think toughness is built over time, though.
And
You need more
Going
time.
through
then.
adversity.
Y'all need more
well,
time then.
Listen, the reason the Cleveland Cavaliers will not make it to the finals this year, it's only happened a couple times in the history of the game that they've made a trade of this magnitude for All-Star that a team has gone on to the finals. In recent memory for me goes back to when Memphis traded Gasol to the Lakers and they made a finals run. Maybe before that, Detroit, I believe, Rasheed Wallace. So, in saying that, this is a rare thing that happens for this caliber of player to say, hey, mid-season, no training camp, not a lot of practice time to make a run to the finals. And two, they've been disappointed when it's come to playoff time. They've underachieved in the last 2 years in the playoffs. Last year being the number one seed, they were underwhelming. And we already know the history of what we've seen from Donovan and James Harden in playoffs when they get deeper in the playoffs, say second round, and possibly the conference final. So that's that's some of the reason I think Cleveland won't make it. Detroit, the reason they won't make it is because their lack of experience. They're a team that, like I said, once you get deep in the playoffs, I think experience and coaching matters. Can he make the necessary adjustments under pressure? Can these guys perform under pressure? They haven't shown or been on a deep playoff run yet as a unit, and that's the main reason I think Detroit won't make it.
To me, it's not even just the experience. I just think the roster is incomplete. In the playoff, teams are going to make Asar Thompson and these guys make shots from distance. And it's not just those guys have to make shots. They're one of the they're one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league, right? And in the playoffs, when teams just lock in on all of your tendencies and make you try to push you into doing the things you're least comfortable doing, I don't think Detroit has enough versatility offensively. Specifically, we love Cade. He's amazing. But I've seen this movie before when Toby Harris is forced to actually carry a burden offensively for a playoff team. It ends badly for the team that he's on. Okay? You name it, Ron Holland, all of these guys, they don't have secondary ball handling, and they have no shooting. And so I think they're going to be easier to deal with offensively than what they've shown in the regular season, and that's what I think will ultimately be their downfall.
To rebut that, I say they have more experience than most of the teams in the East outside of the Knicks and Boston. They definitely have more experience, the same amount of experience to me as Cleveland.
Cleveland has more experience.
It's about the same, bro.
James and
it's one person. And
Donovan.
It's the same. It's the
who
same.
else?
It's the same. They're not that much more. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, their main guys are very experienced.
and when it comes to the teams that are more experienced, like the Boston Celtics, I like the matchup with them. I don't think they have enough.
Oh, yeah.
They can slow it down. They can beat them up a little bit more. They have more inside. They can control the glass and rebounding when it comes to that. Only a team that might have more experience is the Knicks. Neither one of you guys picked that team.
Nobody's made the case.
We
that
talk about the
Boston-
Knicks all the time. That's why I didn't want to.
But I also think they can, and to your shooting standpoint,
No, we're going to make a case against the Celtics.
Nobody's made a case versus Celtics.
we will get in there. Duncan Robinson can shoot the ball pretty well. Janice Jenkins has shot the ball pretty well. They've made shots. Tobias will knock down a 3 or 2 here and there. Karis LeVert. They also added Saric and Herter. They hadn't played much of them, but they can knock down shots when necessary. They shot well against the Knicks tonight or the other night. So they're capable. They're not just, and it sounds easy till you have to do it. Mind you, even though there's not many other better 3-point shooting teams out there in the East. Who else is shooting better than them? I don't think Cleveland's
It's not
shooting better
about
than
that
them.
they're not, but I think
I don't think Cleveland is. Boston maybe, but if you look at the
I
totality,
don't think you
of it,
can load up on Cleveland the way you can load up on.
they've been trying to do it all season against Cade, and he's still getting
Again,
buckets.
man, it's the regular season, dude.
We'll see when it slows down.
But yeah, their shooting, their lack of ball handling,
to the
their
Celtics,
lack of a dynamic offense, their lack of experience, I just don't see it for them. Not a Celtics.
yeah.
The jump shooting factory that we saw go down in flames last year still applies to me. The unwillingness to take it to the rack when the jump shots aren't falling, it still applies to me. Right? I'm not sold on the big man rotation still, even with the Vucevic deal.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, maybe some people say Joe Mazzulla, old habits die hard. I'm not convinced that Joe Mazzulla won't go out there and tell him to shoot. He's that stubborn.
Yeah.
And he believes in his system that much to go out and tell him, like, yo,
We'll live
shoot
and die by it.
53s
Yeah, we'll live
no
and die
matter
by
A
it.
what.
system that's won a championship.
System that lost the series to the Knicks that they shouldn't have lost to.
They also had way more better roster at that time. Also
Yeah.
to the Celtics, the biggest thing is the big man. Y'all lack size, and that the control in the glass when it comes to playing a big time team like the Knicks or Detroit with bigger bodies is going to be trouble, especially
Also,
if you're not
talking
making
about
shots.
counting on
We
a
got
guy coming
size. We
back
got size.
from a
You got Kata and Vucevic.
Achilles?
Yeah.
That's not enough.
A barely repaired Achilles?
Well, you're not going to be able to play two big men who can't shoot in Detroit
yeah, well, that's what I'm
versus
saying,
us.
yeah.
You won't be able to play them two together.
Not
At all.
Not the same
At
time.
all.
But those two guys ain't gonna play. But again, they'll out rebound your bigs. But they'll play one at a time. They'll still out rebound and out defend your bigs.
Well,
And
that's
when you
not-
talk about the
that's
Knicks
not
and
that's
Mitchell Robinson and Cat, you're gonna get out rebounded.
Realistically, what do you expect from Jason Tatum when he comes back?
Really,
What's his
like-
role going to be in the team?
Floor
Remember
spacer.
you said when LeBron came back, he fucked up the Lakers. Like, will he fuck up the Celtics?
No, I think he'll fit right in under Coach Mazzulla in the system. I think when you sit out so much time, you get a chance to kind of watch. And when you say, like, damn, we're playing well, and I think you say to yourself, how can I come in and fit in? You know, not try to stand out. I want to fit
You
in.
say he's visualizing.
Yeah,
it
he's
already.
visualizing. Like at this stage, like Jason Tatum, he's going to be a guy once he gets his legs under him, once he gets in some type of defensive shape to where he's sliding and stuff like that, if he can play 20, 25 games, you know, but the mere presence of him holds weight. Like you're not rotating off of him. You're not helping off of him. Like that's just his presence alone at the beginning will help. Like the guy that you usually send from the bottom to rotate to cut off the baseline, and that's Tatum over there. You're not gonna do that now.
Is he going to be cool
You
watching
know-
JB isolate, be the man, the first guy in the
Well,
offense
JB
in a way that he never was in the past?
Well, I think he'll have opportunities.
JB gets the big piece of chicken, as Chris Rock would
Yeah,
say.
as in he's going to still be able to do that because that's been the dynamic this year, and that's why we're in second place. But I think he'll have an opportunity to, when JB's out the game, to really start trying to get into his flow and his rhythm and things of that nature. So you know, just adding that to a team that's already number 2. Let's just say we get half of what Jason Tatum was. That's good enough to get us over the hump.
I would love to see him hoop when he comes back, but realistically, I think when he comes back and has to be a fit-in guy or a shell of himself and be a spot-up shooter,
He's
going
going to be the number 2 guy regardless.
It's going to be an adjustment. I don't even think he comes back as number 2 like that. I think he comes
What
back
do you
as a
mean?
role. Like he's going
For
to come.
me, the Celtics is always the same thing with them. Like if you're physical with Derek White and Peyton Pritchard on the perimeter, force them to put it on the deck, force them to be drivers, force them to finish through contact. That's
the
not their
playoffs.
strength. That's not this. They want to sit behind the 3-point line.
I just think-
and take jump shots.
Also-
that's their strength.
Same as
We
Tatum.
won a
And I-
championship with those shrimps.
yeah, Drew Holiday and
We won a
Porzingis.
championship.
But I
with
feel like
those
if Tatum
shrimps.
comes back and
Don't get that.
doesn't
They want to.
That's just like saying. Oh, Mike Tyson got his uppercut. That's all he got. Huh? Oh, Mike Tyson got his uppercut. Huh? Yeah, he's knocking a lot of motherfuckers out with that
I'm
uppercut.
just-
when he get older though,
I'm
it's
just
different.
saying.
I'm just saying
different.
too. I'm just
that
saying.
uppercut ain't the same.
Nah.
But again, Tatum said he'll be good. But if he comes
that
back in those 20
uppercut.
games and don't shoot it that well, they will rotate off of him.
I think what this conversation illustrates, honestly, before we get out of here, is that nobody in the East is infallible.
Or
You
head
know
and
what I
shoulders
mean?
above it. Yeah, nobody's
No.
head and shoulders above anybody.
Everybody can be got.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this demonstration this little exercise we did just shows, that the East is going to be wide open, and I'm super excited to watch what the playoffs have in store for us and the fans out there. That's our show for today. Make sure you subscribe to the No Fouls Given YouTube page. Make sure you like this video, hit the notification bell. If you're listening to this in the audio form, leave us a 5-star rating and write us a review. We really appreciate that. Help us with the algorithm. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.
This has been a Playmaker production.